Okay, today I'm going to do this video, actually early morning. Anyways, I was going to do about the narcissistic parent when they do what you call medical emergencies to, I guess, stir up drama, hoover you back in, whatever. But before I go there, I'm getting kind of sick of, it's a little bit off the topic, but I'm getting a little sick of this crap on YouTube. Like, I don't know why, but I still have that thing where I don't know why I do this. I think it's how I was brought up, kind of conditioned. I'm always looking for someone to help. I don't know why. I know why I do that, but it's not good for me to do that, really, especially if the help's not wanted. But what really pisses me off is I'm not gonna get too much into detail, but anyways, basically, I came across this video. It was really weird because I would never normally watch this person's videos because I'm not into what that person's into. But I came across one of the videos and it was related to narcissism, and then okay. And then I came across another one that was about God, okay. But it turned out to be a bunch of bullshit. And then this person claims they're a Christian, so I thought, oh my goodness, what you're doing um, isn't good. Like, I tried to basically pull this person out of the fire, so to speak, as in to redirect them, not trying to be bossy. I don't even know this person. But I just had a concern because, okay, if the person was not a Christian, I wouldn't care less because it's not my business, right? But as a Christian, if you see another Christian and they're doing something that's detrimental to their um, salvation, eternal life, their eternity, you should warn them. At least that's what I think, even if you don't know them. So I tried to do that. It didn't work out too well. I kind of feel bad for this person because I think this person has some kind of problem and they're kind of maybe paranoid or twisting things. So what really pisses me off is, you know how like sometimes people will delete your posts and then you don't know that unless you log out of your account. Okay, well this person is not being honest because they left some of my posts up. They deleted other ones. And then my asthma is not doing okay. They deleted other ones. So the thing is, it's a manipulation because a person deletes some posts but not other ones, and the ones that were deleted kind of make me look um, bad in a way because I defended myself, kind of thing, or my point, right? And the posts are gone. Yeah, I didn't like it because this person was like accusing me of things that I'm not doing, accusing me of who I am, which I'm not. It pissed me off. I thought, well, geez, I tried to help you and you're slapping me in the face. I don't know what the fuck this person's problem is, but I don't like, what, I'm really sick of people. Sometimes I get so sick of it. It's like, I always feel like, okay, I always have to do something for somebody else, but what do I get back for it? I mean, I'm not asking for nothing. How about just treat me like respect? Treat me like a human being? Like, whatever. Like, what an ass. I wasn't happy about that, really not. I might do a video about a topic that's kind of related to that with these Catholic mystics, all this bullshit. They don't know who Christ is. Okay, so whatever. This is just bullshit. Okay, I'm really not happy about it. I mean, I felt I was insulted, totally degraded. The person took my intentions and twisted them around, made it ugly, deleted some of my posts, but left others to make themselves. They basically did it to make themselves look like they're right and I'm wrong and I'm the bad guy. That's basically. And then you know what? That triggers me because I'm the scapegoat in my family. So I feel in some ways this person kind of did that, which isn't nice. And then the person had a nerve to call me a bully. Like, really? I tried to help this person. They don't see it that way, obviously. And I made all these false accusations. I mean, I don't know what's up that person's ass. It could be a narcissist. Who knows? Anyways, I'm not too happy about that. So I'm going to put me in a bad mood. Now, the reason, I don't want to be too long on that. So when I get to the topic about the narcissistic parents with medical emergencies. Okay, so I was going to do this earlier, but it's good I held off because I had something happen. It wouldn't be today, it would be yesterday. So it's a good time to do the video. Okay, so what happens is, like, I don't know, I'm more of a night person, so I kind of rest sometimes, or I'll have health issues, I rest, sometimes have naps in the daytime. Then the phone rang. If the phone rings, and I don't give a shit, right? I don't answer it if I'm resting. I just leave it. So, and then later on, when I was going to get up, phone rang again. So then I answered it, and it's the hospital. And then it turns out that my mom is in the emergency. Something about a fast heart. Okay, I knew this is bull because, and this is the thing, I'm going to do that story about the cancer scare that I got last year around June, because this is kind of connected. Because she did this, and this is what, about 6 months later? Let's see, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Well, about that, 6.5. Okay, so after that cancer scare, I thought this is bullshit. I don't buy this. So basically, it turns out the nurse said that she's fine. The heart's fine. There's nothing wrong. So then what kind of bullshit? Her heart's fast, then she gets there, and now it's all of a sudden it's fine. Okay, so I told her, like, oh, I have to do this anymore. With my mom, it's getting so much, like, it never ends. Like, you think when you grow up you can make your life better, but these people are evil. Like, they're after you forever. Like, they're relentless. And I'm sick of it. At this point in my life, I don't want to put up with it anymore. I don't even care. Like, I have this thing where, I don't know if people have heard of this, that called being in the fog, the fear, obligation, and guilt. I think I'm past that. I have a little bit of guilt, but I am so sick of this. I just don't want to do it anymore. I ain't going to end up having a bloody nervous breakdown because my mom is an asshole and she just wants to make my life a living hell forever until she's dead. It just doesn't end. I mean, she's going to be 90 in about 3 weeks. Or maybe not. No, maybe 2 weeks now. So in February, she's going to be 90, and she's still up to her antics. I mean, she lives by herself. She drives a car, for fuck's sakes. How many people drive a car at 90? But it's not good enough. Okay. So anyways, so then because when I get upset, sometimes I don't remember everything in order. It's kind of all there, but it's all jumbled. Okay, so basically I told this nurse, I said, okay, listen, it's like this. I said, this person has abused me my whole life. I says, I'm not going to do anything. And I said to her, I says, while she's there, maybe you better check her out for narcissistic personality disorder and the histrionics. And then the nurse says, well, I don't want to get in between you and mom. I said, well, you phoned me, didn't you? Did you phone me? I phoned you? You phoned me. Okay. So that's all. And ever since that, I didn't get a phone call. And I'm not going to be picking her up at the hospital or nothing. And yeah, because tomorrow, well, actually today is my grandson's birthday, and I just, I wonder if my mom remembers when his birthday is, because she probably did this on purpose to piss me off, because she knows when I get upset, I get all worked up and I have trouble functioning, doing stuff. So she probably did it on purpose. She likes to spoil things for me. She's always done that. What an asshole. Anyways, so yeah, I'm still up. I had to make him a chocolate banana cake. I'm making 2 of them anyways. So I'm so upset. I don't even know if I'm going to make it through his birthday. I'm going to force myself to do it. Just force myself to stay up or go to bed or whatever. I'm really upset. I can't even think straight. Okay. So then my sister, I also did a video regarding the golden child. I'll do more later on. But I'm not too pleased with her. I did a video about that dynamic with the non-relationship. And I don't know. My sister does. She's a liar. She doesn't want to have a relationship. She doesn't have the balls to say it. So then she says she does, but then she lies, and then she's always taking a jab at me. And this is an example. So I guess she was the person who phoned earlier before that hospital phone. So I returned her call, and she has this terrible bronchitis, supposed since January. So I guess karma's a bitch. Anyways, so she said she got a phone call from the paramedics. I never did. So that proves to me that my mom is still the same, up to her old tricks. She always, it's really weird. My sister doesn't give a shit about her at all. I'm known to always try to have a relationship. And my sister is the one who got the call. So my mom, once again, picked my sister over me. Doesn't treat us equally, once again. Just like with the cancer scare that I'm going to get into. I'll do that last. So I thought, okay, fine, whatever. And then she got a call from the hospital, which I did also, but she would have got it first, I guess. Because she already got that when she phoned me, and her phone call was uh, way before I got the call from the hospital. So this is what I'm thinking. I could be totally wrong, but I think my mom told them to contact my sister first. And then when she's at the hospital, she got the hospital to phone my sister first, maybe thinking that my sister is going to show up there to the hospital. And then when sufficient time, my sister did not show up at the hospital, then she got the hospital to phone me. That's what I think. I can't prove it, but that's what I think. Because you see, I'm always last. I'm like the piece of crap because I'm the scapegoat, you see. Anyways, so with my sister, this is the problem. So it's kind of hard to talk to her because she got the bronchitis, but she's not going to do nothing. She doesn't care about my mom. That's the thing, the difference between me and her. I'm not a cold-hearted bitch, but the thing is, I just can't handle it no more because it's not good for me, and I'm not going to have a nervous breakdown because of my mom. I've been going through this my whole freaking life. I'm sick of it already. I don't want it anymore. My sister just don't give a shit. Anyways, so this is the thing. Even now, okay, I've returned the call. I'm really not too pleased with my sister. We're never going to have a relationship. It's just not going to work. It never was there when we were kids. It just isn't going to work. So she said something that I consider a jab, which is really ignorant. It's because of my mom. She caused a lot of trouble for me. I'm not saying it's the whole reason, but it's a big part of it. I'm estranged from my kids, okay, and I'm raising my grandson. So my sister basically said she's not going to drive my mom from the hospital like home, and I'm not doing it. So then my sister says, "Well, get my kid, my youngest kid, to do it because he was in the car with her driving to BC." And I thought, okay, what did you say that for? I told her, I says, hey, I says, you know I'm estranged from him, so why would you say, she didn't say nothing. To me, that was a jab. There was no reason for her to say that. I was freaking ignorant. And that's kind of sister I got. She's a really nice person. Yeah. I mean that sarcastically. Okay, so this is the thing. So I'm going to say something and then get to the cancer scare. So basically, this is what it is because my mom knows, well, with my sister's really had nothing to do with her for years and years and years, really. But over the years, I've lessened the contact because I just don't want it anymore. It never is going to get resolved. It's always going to be some kind of abuse. It just doesn't end. And I'm not going to help her because with the cancer scare, she abused me again. And I'm not doing it anymore. I had enough. I'm not going to have a nervous breakdown because of her. Okay? Because I have a grandson to raise. I have a toy poodle to take care of. I've people that depend on me. I can't do it. So basically, I think it's because she's not getting any attention, any supply. So she has to do this because then it's going to be, oh, well, you're in the hospital, it's panic mode now, and you get all upset, and then you have to go there and help her out or see her. It's just a trick. So I didn't fall for it. I'm not going anywhere. I have my own problems here at home. I have to do things. I'm not going anywhere. So that's what they do. It's a form of manipulation because okay, if this is think about it, if this is real, I don't have heart problems myself, but if this is real, and considering her age, if it's real, how come her heart is fast and then all of a sudden and then she's at the hospital now she's fine? How come it's like that? The only thing I could think of is maybe anxiety or something. You can get a fast heart rate maybe from anxiety. So she could have wound herself up and got heart rate going, and then after that it calms down, right? Or maybe they gave her a drug. I don't know. I really don't. But the person at the hospital said she's fine. So then why are you phoning me? Yeah. Okay. So that's bullshit. So now it's the heart. No, this asthma's not good. I don't know how longer I can talk. Okay. I'll just do the cancer scare and then that'll be it. Okay, so now it's the heart. Before it was cancer. So this is what happened. It's about last year in June. Because I don't have any contact. Like I said, I've really, really, really dwindled the contact. Because I don't really get anywhere. I just continuously get abused and treated like shit. And I've really had enough. I think I've had enough with people in general, to be honest. I don't feel safe. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever feel safe emotionally. Like, if I don't feel safe, I'll shut down. Okay. I will give and give up to a point. But once I'm to the point where I feel like I'm just getting abused or treated like crap and I don't feel safe, I shut down. And if I shut down totally, that's not going to be good for certain people that depend on me. So I can't afford to shut down like that. So I got to stay away from people that hurt me on purpose. Anyways, so what happened is, and I'm saying this if it could help other people, because I'm sure other people have these narcissistic parents go through the same thing. So don't fall for these traps, because that's what they are, traps. They're like bear traps. Okay, so what happened here is I don't really talk to my mom a whole lot. So then one day I get a phone call and she claims that she has cancer. And I thought, okay. Then even though I don't really, I'm not close to her, I don't really have a bond. And there's reasons for that because how I was raised, treated like crap my whole life. But I was a little bit upset. And then I told her, I think I mentioned this in the other video about the Bible. So I told her, I says, well, what you need to worry about now is your eternity. And never mind the rest, right? Because if you get old, everyone dies. So, yeah. So I ordered this Bible, had it sent to her house. I don't think she'll never convert because she has no humility. She doesn't think she did anything wrong. She doesn't really care. That's a different story, but anyways, that was my last attempt to help her. It didn't work. She's a lost cause. I'm not doing anymore. So with the cancer thing, so what she did was she was claiming that she has some kind of blood cancer. And she should be dead by now, but she's not. According to her cancer scare, she shouldn't be here, but she's still here. Okay, so she wanted to ask permission for the doctor or whatever to be able to contact me. I'm a point of contact. My sister will be a point of contact, and my aunt on my mom's side, and then another aunt on my dad's side. Okay, so I believed it because I had no reason not to believe it. Because what kind of person is going to phone you up and say they have cancer if they don't? It's a diagnosis, right? So I believed it. I had no reason not to believe it. But I guess I should have known better. So anyway, so what ended up happening is um, I phoned My mom's my aunt on my mom's side, my mom's sister, the youngest one, isn't she not so bad? I can talk to her. She's kind of, I think she's kind of scapegoated too. But the aunt on my dad's side, I mean, my dad's side of the family's terrible. They're very violent. They're just evil people. It's like my whole family on both sides are just fucking evil people, sick people. So I didn't have her number. I wanted to talk to her. So what I did was her husband does real estate. I don't know if he's still doing it, but I found him. I'm pretty good for finding things. So I found him. I phoned him, left a message. He never returned the call, but she did. So I basically told my aunt, I says, because how I grew up with all the abuse, I don't know how much I can be there for my mom. So then my aunt basically didn't want to hear it. And I said, well, are you going to want to keep in contact regarding my mom? And she said, no. And I said, why? She says, she doesn't want to have to lie to my mom. I says, lie about what? I'm not lying. I said, anything I say is true. And I say the same damn thing to my mom to her face, and I'll say it to your face. I felt really insulted by that. This person doesn't even freaking know who I am. But they're just assholes. A lot of them, they're all narcissists and psychopaths, I'm telling you. Especially my dad's side. They're bad. Just really evil people. So all I told her was that I was really disappointed in her because, I never did anything to her. She doesn't even know me. But I guess I shouldn't have said the truth, that I was abused as a kid. And because of that, I don't know if I can be there for my mom or not because it's traumatizing. And I had enough. But whatever. So that was that. That was a shitstorm. Okay, so then I talked to my other aunt on my mom's side, and she's okay. I can talk to her. She's not totally perfect, but I can talk to her at least. So she wasn't very impressed with things. Anyways, so what happened was my mom was going to send this, I don't know, like a report, I guess, doctor's report or something. See, the deal was I'm supposed to get information. My sister gets information. I presume my two aunts get information. So what does my mom do? My mom sends a doctor's report in the mail to my sister, and then my sister phones me, and I never got this doctor's report. So my mom, she always does this, like the favoritism, like it's always been my sister, always. Even my dad did that. Like my sister doesn't give a flying fuck about her. But yet she's still the favorite to this day as far as I'm concerned. She denies it if you confront her on it, but it's more than obvious by the behavior. So my mom sends the letter to my sister and I don't get nothing. And then my sister phones me and then she scans it and sends it to me via email. She didn't even have my email address. My sister doesn't ask me, oh, can I have your email address? I want to send this to you. She just, bossy. Oh, give me your email address. I should have told her to fuck off. Anyways, so I confronted my mom, and that's the thing. My sister will never have my back. She doesn't have the balls. She wouldn't phone my mom and confront her and say, why did you do this? But that's what she does. So then I phoned my mom and I said, okay, well, how come you sent the doctor document to my sister and not to me? You know what? I don't know how to explain this, but I could just sense it on the phone, even though I can't see my mom. I don't know, because I'm really empathetic. I can feel emotions, so I just felt like I could sense on the phone that my mom was grinning when she was saying this. Like she enjoyed hurting me. Like she's a sadistic piece of shit, okay? So then my mom says, just because. And I asked her again, I says, how come you send it to my sister? How come you didn't send the note to me also? Just because I didn't. Just because I didn't. No answer. And I could tell she got her jollies out of it. She likes hurting me. She's an evil piece of garbage. Okay. So I had enough of that. I cannot be too much longer. I got the cake in the oven. I have to get it out. Okay, so I thought, well, this is bullshit. And you know what? It turns out, based on those documents, that she doesn't have cancer at all. Because the cancer clinic, she was, the doctor made a recommendation for her to go to the cancer clinic, and the cancer clinic rejected it because she doesn't meet the qualifications. She does not have cancer. So my mom did all this, and even though I don't have a close bond with her because of all the abuse, she did all this. I was upset. I tried to consider her eternity, as in send her this Bible. Hopefully she would read it and wake up. All this and the notes and willing to communicate with my aunts and everything, all for nothing. And it turns out she doesn't have cancer. There you go. So, after that, I told my mom, and I think I was probably screaming on the phone and crying at the same time. I told her, and excuse my language because I'm swearing, because I do swear, and I'm really angry. I said to my mom, I says, what the fuck do you want out of me? I said, just leave me the fuck alone. Just leave me alone. Because she doesn't care about me. She just wants to hurt me all the time. And she wants me to be there for her. For what? So she can hurt me. It's fucking sick. She's evil. She won't leave me alone. She just won't leave me alone. She doesn't want to have a normal relationship, as in to phone and say, how are you doing? And I'll never go to her house. That's out of the question, because she'd probably set me up somehow and falsely accuse me of something and call the cops on me. She'd probably claim something, some kind of senior abuse or something. She would do that. I don't trust her at all. So I'm saying, what kind of bullshit is this? But that's what it is. It's total bullshit. She just wants to have contact with me so she can hurt me and torment me until the day she's dead. And if she could, and after she's dead, if she could come and haunt me, she probably would do that too. This is how sick this is. So I don't know what's going to happen later on today or tomorrow or this week, but I'm not falling for any of this. I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to no damn hospital. I gotta make food today later on. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I just have to force myself to do it. Cause I got health issues, and I don't know. Sometimes I get tired. I just gotta force myself to do it. My grandson's birthday's not gonna be spoiled because of that miserable old bitch. Excuse my language, but that's what she is. So I don't know what else to say. I think that is, I have to say, with that cancer scare, that fake cancer scare, that has got to be the lowest thing she's ever done, really. There's lots of other low things she's done, but that is one of the lowest. And I thought, if you're going to do that, you're pathetic. Like, to do that for attention, like, really. You know what? She can't be a human being. She can't act like a human being and just phone me and treat me like a person. Okay, and be respectful. I would be willing to have a relationship with her, even if, okay, let's say because of the age that she doesn't want to make up for nothing in the past or say sorry. If she stopped abusing me from this day forward, I would have minimal contact with her enough just to, have the contact until she's gone. I would be willing to do that. My sister isn't willing to do shit. My sister won't do jack shit for my mom. Nothing. So I'd be willing to do that. But the problem is that if I do what's right, I just get hurt. It's just a setup. And it's over and over the same thing. It's a pattern. It's not going to change. She's never going to change. So, I don't know. So, if someone else can relate to this, I would just say, if you're a narcissistic parent, they're getting up there in years, or even if they're not, if they're doing this, it's a manipulation tactic. It's a way to get supply, to get you hooked in, so they can abuse you some more and go for another round. And it ain't worth it. And I'm not doing it because, like I said, what good am I going to be if I have a nervous breakdown? I'm not going to be no good to myself or anyone else. So I think that's about it, because I have something to do. I have to get the cake out. Okay, so yeah. So that's my story. about how these narcissistic parents and they're not getting the attention and they need to create some kind of drama and chaos to try and reel you in and get attention. And they'll go that far to claim they have cancer when they don't have cancer. And this on yesterday was the fast heart rate. But yet when I talked to the nurse at the hospital and the hospital phoned me, I asked her and she says, "Oh, she's fine. Everything's good, normal." Really? How does that work? Yeah, bullshit. I call bullshit. You have a fast heart rate and all of a sudden it's normal. Like I said, unless she riled herself up with some kind of anxiety thing, she's full of crap. She just made it up. It's just sick. I'm not falling for it. So hopefully she leaves me alone. I might get some phone call. I hope we can get a phone call today upsetting me because it's my grandson's birthday. But yeah, she likes to do that shit like that. So this isn't. Unfortunately, this doesn't end until they're gone off the face of the earth. Literally, it doesn't end. It really doesn't. I wish it did, but it doesn't end. They'll suck you dry until they totally destroy you. And like that one video said about being a nice plump plum and then you end up as a raisin. And I figured out after, wait a minute, why did I do that? Grapes turn into raisins. Plums don't turn into raisins. So I just made a picture. We have nice little plump little plum over here. It's normal. And then over there you got a raisin because all the life has basically been sucked out of it. You've been sucked dry. You look like a raisin. And that's what it is. They want to make you into a raisin. So don't fall for the tricks. It's just a trick. Manipulation. It's to suck you in so you can go through the abuse cycle one more time. Over and over and over. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye.